Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on basically the Arrowverse as a whole, but I've probably put Flash Season 3 in the title just, to put something there. So with a new year comes new goals and different things to look forward to, not only in a personal sense, but also in a professional sense, as you will see in this video. At the moment, there are quite a lot of DC shows on television, which includes Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, and of course the loner show, Gotham. Yeah, it's like the lone DC show not included in the Arrowverse. It's pretty lonely. There is also Lucifer, iZombie, and Preacher, who are all Vertigo properties, but they are like under the DC umbrella, so they are included as well in the mix. I guess we should put an honorable mention out there to Constantine as well. May he rest in peace. Anyway, with all of that on screen, you wouldn't think that the people over at DC Comics would be desperate to get more DC properties on TV. Well, you're wrong. They want more, and I'm pretty sure most of us do as well. On New Year's Day, Geoff Johns, who most of you should know is like the dude at DC Comics, he wrote the Flashpoint comic arc and was a producer on Season 1 of The Flash as well. He also helped write the Wonder Woman film coming out later this year, and is co-writing the Batman solo film which comes out next year with Ben Affleck. But yeah, anyway, on New Year's Day, our friend Geoff Johns headed onto Twitter and gave us his top 5 things DC related he was looking forward to in 2017. The first of these being the new Injustice game, the second being the Justice League movie, the third being the Wonder Woman movie, the fourth being that he would be writing more comics, most likely like the big annual event thing. And lastly, the tweet relating to this video, he said, more hashtag DCTV, Flash, Arrow, Gotham, Legends of Tomorrow, Lucifer, Supergirl, and many more, one which will be announced soon. With Geoff Johns saying one which will be announced soon, are we led to believe this is a new property or one that was in development that now has been, picked up and approved? Two new DC shows that haven't been made yet but have been announced are Krypton, which is like a Superman prequel set on, Krypton, and Black Lightning, which is another of Greg Berlanti's projects who is responsible for the Arrowverse. And Black Lightning will basically be like Luke Cage, if you've watched that on Netflix, but with a metahuman, because he's going to have powers. So if you're wondering what that show will most likely be like, it'd be like that. With the fact that Geoff said one will be announced and seeing that these two are pretty well known to the public, you would have to think that this is a new show, most likely coming to the CW. But what could it be? Just to put in some prerequisites, let's say Legends of Tomorrow stays on the air. I don't want it to be cancelled. I need to make that clear because I know people will start going, Pagey, why do you want it to be cancelled? I like it. I like it. It's a lot of fun this season. It has changed airtime though. It is now on after The Flash when it comes back in about 3 weeks' time, which is not the best sign of a network's faith in a show. But they have put Riverdale, which is their new show, in this place where Legends was, so maybe they want Riverdale to be that early show, get all the exposure. But then again, it just doesn't serve that well for Legends. But seeing that Geoff Johns included Legends of Tomorrow in the tweet, they must not see it going anywhere in the near future, so it must be safe. So I'm going to go over some of the top choices of what this new show could be. Obviously, we don't know if it will be on the CW, but it's the most likely choice. The CW is basically the DCW nowadays anyway. All of its top shows are, DC shows, so yeah. The first one is a Titans or Teen Titans sort of show. We already have established younger sidekicks in the Arrowverse shows, such as Kid Flash, Speedy or Thea, Miss Martian, Mon-El, and arguably Ragman from Arrow as well, he could fit into this show also. Chucking 3 or 4 of these characters, as well as a new character who can be developed throughout the series, would be pretty damn sick. A complaint some people have is there's too many suits, there's too many heroes on the other shows, so if you take some of them out and put them in another show, there would be little to complain about, everyone should be happy about that. You could have them taking on villains in different cities in the DC universe, which would expand the Arrowverse even more, which would be pretty damn cool. Next up is Superman. Now this would be the most difficult show to get going in my opinion. Tyler Hoechlin was great in the first 2 episodes of Supergirl Season 2. His Superman was pretty damn good. I definitely preferred his Clark Kent though. He nailed it in my opinion. So if I had to choose which one I like better, his Clark Kent or his Superman, definitely his Clark Kent. I thought he did a really, really good job with it. A Superman show would be great, but would face some obstacles. The first being the DCEU. Superman is obviously a big thing in the DCEU or the cinematic universe, whatever you want to call it, and the people at Warner Brothers and DC may want to keep a Superman series away from TV for now. Also, the second thing, it may affect Supergirl. Supergirl does use a lot of Superman stories or characters, which I'm fine with. A lot of people complain about it. I'm like, I don't really care. It suits the show, it works, so there's no real need to complain. But if a Superman show was introduced, it would take content away from her, which wouldn't be the smartest move, as Supergirl is, no pun intended, flying high at the moment. Our third choice is actually Nightwing, who is obviously a very, very popular choice among fans. We have had Bloodhaven name dropped a few times in Arrow by characters such as Ollie, Roy, and Billy Malone. Bloodhaven obviously being the city that Nightwing overlooks. But I think if they actually did a Nightwing show, it would be set in Supergirl's Earth, where they have basically confirmed the existence of Batman. This could make Supergirl's Earth sort of like Earth 1, where we have one show tackling like the gritty, more realistic side of things, which would be Nightwing, similar to Arrow, and the other being more fantastical with superpowers and stuff like that. Obviously being Supergirl, like the Flash. Would they have to cast a Batman in the Nightwing show? Maybe, but he could just be in the flashbacks and be like silhouetted, like we don't see his face like Superman was in Supergirl season 1. Or it could just be Bruce Wayne, like there is no Batcowl, like it could be Bruce Wayne adopting Dick Grayson and stuff like that, and maybe Dick Grayson might just find the Batcave and see like a Batarang. You might not see the actual Batsuit, or you might like see like a silhouette of the Batsuit or like the Batmobile, one of the two. But yeah, they wouldn't actually have to cast a Batman who speaks and stuff like that. And finally, we have the last choice, and that is a Birds of Prey show, which is arguably the most popular one on here, maybe tied with Nightwing. This is actually the one that I could see working out the best. My lineup would be Black Siren, Speedy, and Hawkgirl. Obviously, leave your ones in the comment section below. However, if Legends of Tomorrow was cancelled, I would move Sarah Lance over to Birds of Prey and replace Hawkgirl. It would just be a better fit in my opinion. Also, I think I have heard the word barista enough in my lifetime thanks to Season 1 Kendra in Legends of Tomorrow. So if I don't have to hear the word barista anymore, I would be ecstatic. So yeah, if Sarah was able to come to the show, definitely put her in and replace Hawkgirl. One thing this Birds of Prey show could also do something similar to what the Teen Titans show was doing, where they bring in a character and they develop that character over the series. Arguably, Black Siren could be that character, because at this point we might not know too much about her. But if they brought in another character, then there's just more story there. So they could have 4 people instead of the original 3. And that 4th member is just another new character who we learn more about throughout that series. The other thing that they could do is a storyline involving Black Siren, like struggling to like not do bad, which would be excelled if like Sarah was involved as well. Because at this point we don't know if Earth 2 Sarah is dead. So with this Earth 1 version being alive, it could, motivate this Earth 2 Laurel to not go back to the side of bad and just be good. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comment section below any other ideas you'd had for this show, or like the different team organizations. Like, would you have different Teen Titans, or would you have different members of the Birds of Prey? Leave them all in the comment section below. If you did enjoy the video, it'd be very much appreciated if you could leave a like on it. And if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.